accounting and technology firm, is going to be hosting people from all over the country to ask the question, how has economic transformation impacted black business over the last 20 years? The main speaker at the event will be former Eskom CEO Thulani Gcabashe, and talks will include a discussion on the impact of black business and economic empowerment policies. Well, here to tell us more about the conference is the Chief Executive Officer of Ngubane Co, Wilfred Ngubane. It's good to have you, Wilfred. Thank you very much for joining us here on the program.
Morning, Leanne.
Is this the first time that a conference like this has actually taken place?
Yes, it is the first time that Ngubane Company has hosted a CEO breakfast, where we talk about the topic that has been relevant for the past 20 years.
Yeah. So. What made you choose this topic and host a breakfast like this? Is it sort of a sense that not enough has changed in the last 20 years?
No, it's because Ngubane Company was formed immediately after the democratic order came into effect, and therefore we are saying Ngubane Company, being a black-owned entity and also a firm of professionals, are the beneficiaries of this particular program of black economic transformation in the country. Maybe not to the same extent that we would all expect it to, but the Ngubane Company is a beneficiary to that particular program.
Yeah, so you are seeing the benefits. Are other companies seeing the benefits when we look at the economic transformation of black companies in 20 years?
I think to try and talk about whether people are seeing the benefits or not is sometimes a relative term, because you have got a variety of industries. You have got construction industry, accounting and professional firms, which include engineers, doctors and lawyers. But also you have got those industries which require some kind of not so much skills, which is basically, you say, those people that do not require to be having specific skills to be able to be given opportunities. The transformation agenda is about opportunities. But to have opportunities, people must be ready to respond. So there are two forms, or more than one form, where how we can be ready. First, you must have the relevant skills, and secondly, you must have the capacity, which is financial capacity, to actually implement or to carry out the project that need to be carried out. For example, when we have got a particular project which requires funding of about 20 million or so, and you don't have collateral to implement that, it is difficult for you to take those opportunities. That's why, therefore, we have got entities like NEF, which are the government institution, who are saying, let us assist those who cannot really have their own funding to provide collateral or to provide soft kind of loans, which are there to, which are intended to get them onto the mainstream of the business.
Okay. Let's look at some of the BEE codes. In your opinion, what is working and what isn't working? Obviously, we can't go through all of them, but those that really stand out for you.
I think where the BEE codes have been very influential in the industry, or where in the economic of the country, is more on the management side of things. When we look at, and also to try and empower various different sexes of the organization, your problem is that when we talk about specifically on the private sector, the shareholding or the ownership lies in the hands of private individual, and the Constitution protects the ownership of those who had something already, which is our Constitution, to say you cannot just go and grab the ownership or something that is owned by someone else. There must be some kind of a willing buyer and a willing seller situation thing. So your problem is that when it comes to ownership, it becomes more difficult, because you need firstly the consent of the owner to sell you his share. But also, once he has agreed to sell you the share, he must determine the price as to at what price it's going to be sold. Once the price has been determined, then the buyer must go and raise the funding. The funding is the most difficult part to get the access to the ownership. So therefore, it becomes to say, what is the next level? The next level is management and providing job opportunities. I think in that case, you'll find that when it comes to management of the organizations, it is easier, although difficult in the sense that maybe you may not have sufficient skills in South Africa for us to fit in those positions in big entities. But I think it is much easier to fill that particular space of the BE codes.
All right. Well, good luck with the very first CEO's breakfast that's taken place this morning. And the topic under discussion is basically questioning how has economic transformation impacted black business over the last 20 years. Interesting conversation. Wilfred Ngubane of Ngubane Company, the CEO of that company, thank you for talking to us and hosting a breakfast of this kind this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It's my pleasure.
All right. Let's take a look.